Judges. Judge 1, Croatia.
So there is
Judge 2,
25-year-old
Algeria.
YHLAS
Judge 3, Serbia.
GYLYCHJANOV.
Judge 4, Cuba.
From Turkmenistan.
Judge 5, Iraq.
They're the 5 scoring judges from Croatia, Algeria, Serbia, Cuba. 4 of the 5 scoring judges using the 10-point must system here. So there is the 25-year-old from Turkmenistan. His opponent is 29-year-old Arilson de Silva Goncalves. Napolitan from Bosnia-Herzegovina is the 3rd person in the ring, just checking the equipment of Arilson de Silva Goncalves.
Round 1.
So this is bout number 19. We're in the bottom half of the draw in the men's 60-kilogram lightweight division, and it's a contest between boxers from Turkmenistan and Brazil. The boxer wearing red is YHLAS GYLYCHJANOV, 25 years of age, part of a 3-man Turkmenistan boxing team. The boxer wearing blue is 29-year-old Arilson de Silva Goncalves. He's part of a 7-man Brazilian boxing squad. Both men, that's a good left-right combination to the body from de Silva. Come to the ring as an undefeated professional, 2-0 in the professional ranks, having made his debut in the paid code in December of last year. Last bout, the second bout of his 2-bout career, was in June of this year, but most recently he was in the vest and head guard in October. So switches back between the 2 formats that allowed in elite IBA boxing, of course. De Silva scores with a thrusting left stand. Well, the 2-punch combination to body and head from De Silva is bringing loud applause from his compatriots here at this open-air venue, Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Stadium. But it's boxing taking center stage, and De Silva touching his man with a scoring right jab as he switched to the southpaw stance now. Just flurry of punches from GYLYCHJANOV, but didn't quite find a range with any of them. The attempted counter from De Silva was off the mark as well. Good work to the body, and then bringing a right hand through the middle from GYLYCHJANOV. And De Silva, who's demonstrating good head movement. Well, GYLYCHJANOV showing his adaptability, and that he's learning, because he's really targeting the body here now. And by definition, the body moves less than the head. Referee Napolitan just reminding the boxer that they're to punch correctly with the knuckle part of the glove and not the inside of the glove. As another right hand gets through to the sternum of De Silva, he fights his way off the strands and spins out to the space of center ring. But pursuing his man is GYLYCHJANOV, leads off with the right hand once again. Good left hook to the body, and then reciprocating in kind is De Silva. Cracking conclusion to the round. Strong start by Arilson de Silva, but then just adjusting his tactics and targeting the body more effectively was YHLAS GYLYCHJANOV in the final minute or so of the round. Some of the action from the opening stanza. Using his feet very effectively was De Silva in the first half or 2 minutes of the round, but then GYLYCHJANOV began to find his range, and it's a 4-1 split in favor of the Brazilian boxer, the Cuban judge preferring the work of the man from Turkmenistan.
Seconds out.
So we move into the second round.
Round 2.
IBA live scoring means that the coaches and thereby the boxers will be aware of the state of the contest as we go through it. And it's De Silva out behind a rapid fire double jab, looking to respond with his own lead left stick is GYLYCHJANOV. Looking to play counter puncher now is De Silva, but he was just picked off by an incoming left hook, and then stiff left jabs being snaked out by GYLYCHJANOV. But look at those right hand leads twice in quick succession from De Silva. GYLYCHJANOV looking for the same shot once again, but showing real composure in the pocket now is De Silva after using his legs in the opening round. Here content to stand just on the edge of range and dare GYLYCHJANOV to lead off, and then he fed him a really crisp left jab squarely into the face, which snapped his head back. There's the same shot once again. And he's driving the man from Turkmenistan backwards. Corkscrew right uppercut with a wonderful lead shot. Not set up with the jab, reaching for it. By definition, it's a risky shot to throw, but there's the same shot once again. And the undefeated professional from Brazil is just increasingly asserting his authority in this second round. Good left hook downstairs from GYLYCHJANOV, but then responding with a combination to the head is De Silva. Nice defense with the right glove from De Silva, and then came back with a left hook. And there's that right uppercut once again as GYLYCHJANOV doubles up the hook. The second one to the body did get through. And I thought it was a tactical adjustment from De Silva to elect to hold his feet after using his legs in round number 1. But I'm wondering whether perhaps he's feeling the pace because his work becoming just a little more ragged now, and those body shots, if he is feeling the exertions of his efforts, well, just as he did in the first round, is GYLYCHJANOV coming on strong here, forcing De Silva to cover up and then just bulldozing him back towards the red corner on the far side of the ring. Nice movement of the head by dipping at the knees and rolling beneath the shots from De Silva. But is he unable to use his legs? I thought he was bringing his deep experience that has seen him claim a dozen medals in the Brazilian championships, that he was electing to give GYLYCHJANOV a different look, but maybe it's his energy levels forcing him to remain in the pocket and rely on his reflexes and radar to avoid the incoming fire. See, he's breathing through a mouth that's open as he scores with a left cross out of the southpaw stance and drops down effectively to the body. GYLYCHJANOV going in search of a right hand upstairs. The left hooks which followed were inaccurate. Final left hand whipped into the body on the bell. Another fascinating round of boxing here. On this opening day of action. So some of the action that unfolded from the second, where in the early stages that corkscrew right uppercut and really swift left jab was piling up the points for De Silva, but then it was a strong conclusion to the round once again by GYLYCHJANOV. GYLYCHJANOV taking it on a 4-1 split, so all scorecards are tied at 19 points apiece with 3 minutes remaining. What a turnaround here.
Round 3.
Well, this contest in a round of 64 in the men's lightweight division has all come down to the final 3 minutes, because the man wearing blue, Arilson De Silva Goncalves from Brazil, took the first round on a 4-1 split. Then he elected to hold his feet and box in the pocket after showing outstanding footwork in the first 3 minutes. Then in the second round, when remaining in the pocket, he started effectively behind a really flashy and effective right uppercut. There's a check right hook out of the southpaw stance once again. but it was a strong conclusion to the round by GYLYCHJANOV, and that has seen him take the second round on a 4-1 split. And the distribution of scores means that we are all square, 19 points apiece, with 3 minutes remaining. And onto the front foot. Here's De Silva, operating out of the half-cover guard. Not quite tucking the chin behind his shoulder, but relying on his reflexes to keep him away from the incoming fire. It's a fantastic atmosphere being generated by the fans in attendance here. Just behind our commentary position, a lot of teammates and compatriots of Arilson De Silva are trying to produce some energy that he can harness as he drives in left hands to the body. There's a bolo shot from the backhand of the southpaw stance. And beyond the halfway stage of this contest, as he continues to work the body well, how much extra will he be able to take in terms of inspiration and energy in the final round of a contest that is in the balance? Remember, in the final minutes of rounds 1 and 2, it's been GYLYCHJANOV who has come on really strongly. Inaccurate with the overhand right from De Silva as he turns back to the orthodox stance once again. So just going walkabout, prompting the intervention of the referee Tina Politan. Was De Silva looking for that right uppercut once again to catch the advancing GYLYCHJANOV, not too far away with the right hand, and then turn the right uppercut beneath once more. Good portion of the round from De Silva. Just wilts down to the canvas. That can be a sign of fatigue, but we are in the closing seconds of what has been an utterly absorbing affair here in the round of 64. He's dropping those hands now, trying to lure his man in and score with a counter. Is he also engaging in a bit of bout management as he whips the left hand around the corner? Very clever display, this one. GYLYCHJANOV on the front foot, takes the left hand to the body, and there's the bell to conclude what was a really competitive encounter between two boxers with different styles. The switch-hitting Arilson De Silva Goncalves of Brazil, and the orthodox stiff-punching operator from Turkmenistan, YHLAS GYLYCHJANOV. YHLAS GYLYCHJANOV concluded rounds 1 and 2 in really strong fashion. He was in it for every second of round number 3. If I was forced to lean one way or the other, I think the man from Brazil has done the better work. But remember, it was all square, 19 points apiece after 6 minutes of boxing. It's going to come down to the verdict of the 5 scoring judges, the 10-point must system in effect. And remember, if it's a 3-2 verdict, we will go to bout review, where 7 verdicts will be returned as the independent evaluators ringside. Their scores will be considered as well. Here's the verdict.
And the winner of the bout, on points by unanimous decision, is the boxer in the blue corner.
And there is confirmation of a unanimous point decision victory
Brazil
for Arilson De Silva Goncalves of Brazil. An incredibly tight affair, 28-29 for all scoring judges, which means that he took the final round unanimously, and that is a really good trait to possess. YHLAS GYLYCHJANOV of Turkmenistan played his part in what was a really entertaining and competitive affair, but just finding that extra consistency of quality in the final round, fighting through what could have been fatigue was Arilson De Silva. Remember, it's a long way to come from the South American nation all the way over to Dubai, but Arilson De Silva absolutely ecstatic because he goes through to the round of 32, where he will face off against the boxer from India, Thakur, in the next preliminary round.
Bout number 19. In the weight category 60 kilograms.